What's on YouTube? Welcome back to Destiny Tracker. I'm Pete TT. Today we are talking about an article that just went live by Forbes. It is an article that talks about the 4v4 fire teams in PvP. It talks about the 3v3 fire teams in PvE and basically looks at the way in which we're going to play and how the changes to fire team sizes for certain activities actually change the way we are going to play and interact as teammates going forward in Destiny 2. So yeah, very interesting. I will leave a link in the description down below, as I said, to the article if you want to go and check it out for yourself. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So we all know, guys, that 4v4 is now going to be the main fire team size for PvP in Destiny 2. That actually throws up some very interesting changes, okay? Something I hadn't thought about as far as, you know, making a team and doing various activities. So I'm actually going to quote from the Forbes article. What the new 4v4 limit does is create a weird situation where players can no longer bounce around between PvE and PvP. A 6-player raid group could bounce into a 6v6 match easily. A 3-player trials team could then decide to go run a few strikes without missing a step. But now someone's getting cut if a group wants to switch from one type of activity to another. No longer is the 3-player fire team and multiples of it the core of the game all over. 4v4 means someone is getting knocked out if the group decides to flip between PvP and PvE. So yeah, I don't know if you guys thought about that, but yeah, it is actually a thing if you think about it. Like, currently we have 3-man fire teams, and if we want to go do strikes, we are a 3-man team. If we want to go into PvP, we might take our 3-man team, or we might take, you know, some friends that are also a 3-man team and make a full 6-man team. Going forward with Destiny 2, we know that it is 4v4 PvP, so we need to pick up an extra body if we then want to go and run some strikes or maybe do some quests, and, you know, we need to be in a 3-man fire team. Who do we drop out? Like, I really didn't think this much into the changes and how they're going to affect us playing as a team and playing with friends going forward. Like, just think about it, guys. If you want to do PvP, there's 4 of you, you group up to go and do PvP. Let's say there's exotic quests, okay? I just assume there's going to be PvE, PvP exotic quests. You know, think to year 1, like Thorn and things like that. You eventually get this quest come, and you all get it, but you have to split into a 3-man fire team and go to do some PvE activities to be able to carry on your quest. Like, who do you drop from the fire team? Like, if you want to go and do a raid, let's say that the raids are still 6-man, because we know, you know, no different at the moment. They haven't spoken about the raids, but you're in a 4-man PvP team. The rest of your clan, because I'm assuming that, you know, you're in a clan, are playing as another 4-man team. That is then 8 people split over 2 4-man teams. Like, who are the 2 people you boot out to make your 6-man team? Like, I think that this is going to cause some tension when people start to realise it, when it actually starts to affect people. I don't know if it's going to be a crazy big deal or whether it's just kind of a deal. You know, these guys are looking at it in a certain way that people haven't thought about so far, and actually when we get into Destiny 2 we find that it's not too much of a bigger deal. But yeah, like I said, it is pretty interesting to think like that, you know, when you put it in context that you can't go from one activity to another without dropping someone from your team. Or the other side of looking at it is, if you do stay as 3-man teams, like you go into PvP, you end up with a random, and that's not good. If you're going into casual or competitive, having a random person that you can't communicate with probably isn't going to end well for you and your team in that PvP environment. So yeah, guys, I would love to know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. Now you thought about it, now like, I'm sure your brains are ticking now, like, yeah, I didn't actually think about it that way. What do you think? Do you think it's actually going to make a big impact to the way in which we play Destiny, or do you not think it's really going to make that much of a difference and 4v4 is still a pretty cool thing? I'd love to know your thoughts, because I'm sure that this is a topic that when it gets out there and a lot more people start thinking about it, I'm sure there will be a lot of kind of split thoughts and opinions and things like that. So get typing in the comment section down below. If you liked the video and found it helpful, drop a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. There will be plenty more Destiny 2 videos coming your way. But for now, Guardians, that has been today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, I'll catch you all soon.